Despite England stinking out the room, Simon Jordan couldn't resist one more dig at Scotland. That's his gimmick, folks, and here he is back with it. And we're going to look at the comments, break it down, and talk about it because apparently he savaged Scottish football in a scattergun attack of the game north of the border. The Talksport co-host had just filleted the appeal of the Wales job after it was confirmed that Rob Page had been sacked as national team boss. They missed out in Euro 2024 and struggled their goalless draw against Gibraltar in a recent friendly before Slovakia thumped them 4-0, signalling the end for Page. So, of course, another home nation team absolutely gone out the windy. Alright, Wales, they've been really poor in recent years. That Page guy's never thought he was it. Now, he was being asked here about would any high profile boss consider taking over the Wales job. Then Jim White talked about the fact that the Scotland job was a good one. You know, then this is pretty much what he said. In comparison to what? A proper job like England. Here, I'm under no illusion, right? England, obviously, at the home nations, have got the best chance to win a tournament because they've got the best players, alright? But if you actually look at the history of England managers, like since the year 2000, we'll go the year I was born. Like if you date back, they've had Southgate, they've had Roy Hodgson, they've had Sam Allardyce, Ericsson in there, Fabio Capello. There's, that's not the top tier managers. I don't give a shit what anyone says like high profile. It's not they are not. They are not high profile managers, and I just don't think high profile managers like normally tend to go for like international management. Like Roberto Martinez, he's not a high profile manager, but he's landed the Belgium job, he's landed the Portuguese job. I'd probably say one of the better ones is like Didier Deschamps or like a Roberto Mancini, but I don't think they're like, like when you say high profile and top, I don't see Carlo Ancelotti taking an international job. But he is linked to that. Well, I say he's linked. I think he has took the Brazilian job. But that's like one. It happens very rarely. It's not just a Scotland or Wales thing where these managers don't take these jobs. I just don't think international management is for like the top elite managers. But obviously, there's more. I mean, I think Steve Clarke's done a better job with Scotland than. Well, no, I don't think. I know Steve Clarke's done a better job with Scotland than Southgate's done with England. That England team should have a few trophies over like the past 8 years, and they don't. Yeah, they've got close, but close but no cigar. As for Scotland, we've qualified for 2 tournaments. That's more than what any other manager could really be asked of doing since '98. So I will give Steve Clarke the credit. Yes, it's as easy now as it ever has been to qualify for tournaments, but at the end of the day, you've still got to get to the tournaments, right? He says Scottish football isn't exactly in the rudest of health. They have a Scottish Premiership that my mate Rod Stewart seems to think is worth encouraging, but I don't. A broadcast deal that has no value, and two teams at the top of the pyramid who can't get fans into their own stadiums. Well, I mean, he says that line, right? He says that line as if like Rangers and Celtic can't sell out their own stadium. No, it's the whole away fans. And here next season it's changing. Then he went on to say, and I quote, they don't have the talent coming through like the Sounnesses, the Hansons, or a Kenny Dalglish. It's not a bad job, but if you want me to say it's a great job, I won't. Here, I don't think the Scotland national team is a great job, right? I don't think, unless you're like considered one of the top national teams, I don't think it is a great job. I wouldn't say the Denmark job's a great job. I wouldn't say like the Croatia is a great job. I think once you get into like Argentina, Brazil, Germany, France, Portugal, Spain, Italy, England, Holland, I'd say they are the great international jobs. And when I say great, it doesn't automatically mean trophies galore because obviously England haven't won a trophy since '66. But yeah, I mean, I think Simon Jordan he's burying Scotland and Wales, but I just don't think international football is really like the pinnacle of like where managers come from. But if he's talking about the quality of players, obviously Scotland's quality of players isn't beating England, but there's no excuse for Southgate to play the football that he's playing compared to what Steve Clark's doing. Because look at England's front four like last night: Bellingham, Foden, Saka, and Kane. That's worth about. I mean, I was going to say 500 million. I mean, it's probably worth more than 500 million if you compare it to what some of our attacking fours. It's nothing. It's not even to compare. I do think the midfield, like centre mid role, is where it evens up a bit for Scotland, England, but Southgate, man, keep him in the job.